So let's talk about emotions and what is an emotion? Well, how do we control these emotions like sad, happy, angry, stressed? Not just a happy face. You see me in videos and I'm smiling and looking happy, but underneath I do have a lot of complexities and I'm going to explore them in today's podcast. So how do we manage these emotions? How do we control these emotions? And how do we look after ourselves in the process of doing that? Let's go back to the day I was sectioned with psychosis. I was sectioned with psychosis and went in hospital for 6 weeks. It was a scary time for me. I basically lost my emotions. I was thinking all sorts of things like God had cured my Asperger's. I was thinking I was working for Boris Johnson. My mind had literally gone. Let's go now towards when I was released from hospital. I was experiencing a lot of emotion. I was nervous. I was anxious coming out of hospital, not knowing how I'd been, not knowing how I'd cope, not knowing the anxieties. I had many anxieties too, like I was scared to watch TV and you're scared to use screens, and I had to do CBT therapy to try and overcome my fear of screens and my fear of watching screens and watching TV. I just got this kind of like this anxiety feeling, let alone writing my book alongside that too. So I was feeling all sorts of emotion. I was confused to what the world was, how I got like this. But the good thing here was I had a care coordinator. He helped me understand why I went through this, what triggered my psychosis. And so I was able to manage my emotion through that. I also worked on my well-being every single day, from running exercise, things to do during the day, making sure I was busy, making sure I had time for rest. And then by doing this, by looking after my self-care, I was able to manage these emotions. I was able to manage how I felt within me. I gradually built up and become more and more stable. I was able to manage my emotion and manage how I felt. Fast forward to today, I get all sorts of emotion. I feel stressed. Like today's been really hot and a massive heat wave, and I feel stressed because I'm so busy with like work, with like YouTube, with like my blog, and the stressful feeling, it takes over and gets in my brain. And being autistic, it's so hard to manage this stress. And so what do you do? How do you manage being constantly bombarded by adverts and information, being information overload all the time? Well, you just look after your self-care. You manage and look after your well-being. You do things you enjoy. For example, I go to my art group every week. I go to my peer support every week. And this grounds me. It allows me to manage my emotions and say, okay, I'm really busy, I'm really stressed, I'm really anxious, but I've got this, and I've got this. For example, while I go to my peer support, I play Scrabble. Scrabble gives me that feeling of, yeah, this is good, this is the here and now, I feel good, I feel fine. Mind has really helped me in that perspective. In terms of my self-care, I shower daily, I go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day. I read, I do things I enjoy, I do my Lego. For example, my Lego allows me to just escape from reality. I play video games. For example, I've been playing the new Mafia, the Old Country. There's all sorts of things I do to just look after my well-being. It's not just work all the time. Work. What we're talking about here is just grounding yourself and manage your emotions through self-care. One night I woke up and had these overwhelming thoughts. What if this? What if that? And it felt like a kind of like vibration in my brain. It felt really, really weird. Like, what is going on in my brain? And it felt like I was becoming psychotic again. I went into my dad's room and I said, what on earth's happening to me? My brain really hurts. I can't stop this. So my dad said, don't be silly. Go to sleep. You'll be fine. And so I had to put some music on to try and focus on something whilst these vibrations, these horrible vibrations in my brain were going round. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to subscribe to me. And also you can listen to this podcast on YouTube and Spotify.